Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Cup Heroes 1 replay. So on the south side as the British forces, we got Biggest Master Troll. So on the north side as the Wehrmacht forces, we got Lexy Hartman. There's a lot of openers you can do against British. It's not uncommon to see a quintuple pioneers. And it looks like the intersection is heading over here, so maybe on deploys forward HQ over here. You could try deploying on the 16 fuel income if you really want to rush out Stuarts. Knowing myself, I would probably do that because I like mass Stuarts. There's also a 60 munitions sector here, so it's not a bad spot to redeploy your HQ as well. They're going to deploy your field support truck there. Pioneers being quite aggressive. He may be eyeing, not sure where he's going to be eyeing. Looks like towards here. Now left-hand deployed in the field. No pack up just yet. Going for intersection, then probably going to be packing on. Yep, intersection. Excuse me, into pack up. I think most time players tend to go for a second infantry section before and then lieutenant, then pack up, because of the lieutenant can spin around while not in supply. Well, this intersection, when he gets deployed in the field, he packs up the HQ and he will be immediately starts walking because British infantry do not know how to run. You can always do a retreat, which probably the retreat would end up right there to give him a little bit of speed boost, but nothing too great. Fuel sector being obtained here by the Wehrmacht player. The Wehrmacht player has gone for the hextuple pioneer opener.
Munitions point is out. Section ready.
My apologies. And of course, got the intersection here. They can easily defeat a pioneer, especially when they're busy capturing. Put some rounds in his back. That other guy is wondering why his body's not capturing or not firing. Deploy that his marksman there on the one that took less damage. I think that was a little bit overkill. So he spent all of his additional munitions there. And got some wire now being salvaged up there. Strange wire path. So he looks like he's trying to wire this way.
Go ahead, sir.
Fuel support truck forward. Fuel sector being seized by this intersection. This munition sector captured by the lieutenant, and this sector will be the captured up, but will not be in supply.
Yes, sir. Establish a command headquarters here.
So he has redeployed in this munitions sector there. Gained 26 munitions to feed his very hungry guns.
A sector is being overrun.
And the pioneer's trying to capture that munitions sector there. This strategic point needs to be captured up so he can get the fuel there to quench the thirst of his very thirsty vehicles. And Pioneer here could be engaged from the high ground, high windows. Does go take a round there, but nothing too much. And the Pioneer is falling back into this garrison. I have no idea how effective a Pioneer versus Lieutenant is inside the garrison. That's already wounded.
Keep your wits about you.
This feels like it would not be seized. Intersection getting forced him back. He may get inside this structure. There are 3 windows to side, so plenty for the Pioneers to start firing away.
Germans are attacking our supply lines.
They just do that to be annoying. This looks like this guy's heading over here for a bit of a flank as well. Just a move into this region and be just fine. Lieutenant advancing, firing against that Pioneer. And looks like this one does see a bit of fire from the base MGs. Of course, the Wehrmacht class sees most of the map. We do have another... Oh, wait. Double Lieutenant? That's pretty unusual, honestly. So we're going to have double Lieutenant on the field by the British player. Usually you see... Well, most games you only see one Lieutenant. That's just the first one, not even being rebuilt. So we do have double lieutenant on the field, going to be on the field. He could perhaps, not necessarily leash, it's generally a bad idea to use a leash ability, but it would be a good idea to accompany one intersection. The Scope Rifle Squad can be a strong independent infantry section squad who needs no king or queen to oversee him. In this case, it would be king, right? Queen Elizabeth did not take come to power till after World War II, right? Or was it during? Sandbags now being built. This one guy just want to be lazy in the job.
Outfits ready for action.
Pioneers advancing. They're taking a bit of fire there. These Pioneers probably need to fall back a little soon. That is the Scope Rifle Squad. He's going to try to charge forward. He may just lose that squad entirely.
NCO
Oh, yeah,
boarding
didn't
their
even
private
use
German
deploy the
targets.
marksman there. Pioneer backs on off, Grenadiers advancing, so we do have now the Kampfkraft, or not Kampfkraft, the Kriegsberg, and Kampfkraft Center is now being built as well. Oh, what was that explosion? Oh, Panzerschreck. Early Panzerschreck. Maybe too early Panzerschreck. Of course, you may not have seen double left 10. That's something a little bit harder to spot and pretty uncommon, so that will delay any deployment of a Stuart. The Panzerschreck's always quite nice. Try to bully this here. Field support truck now on the way, and I'm about ready to sneeze. My apologies. Sorry, the sneeze did not want to come out. There are 4 windows sighted, so that's a good spot for the Grenadiers to fire away, but it looks like one guy's firing over this guy here. Pioneers advancing, storming the way forward. Granted, these are not storm Pioneers from Puppy Heroes 2, or else they would actually be worth a day in combat. But we do have now double lieutenant here to support out these sections. A relatively rare sight indeed. But this one has taken a bit of damage there. Lieutenants coming over here to support this intersection. Got a lot of forces, including another Grenadier. You may need to fall back to Skyrisen soon. You're just going to get overran, and this lieutenant... Yeah, the wounded one should definitely fall back sooner rather than later, and the other squad does fall back. Does have a slit trench here, and he force can throw some stick grenades to displace the trench. And now do you have Veteran C1 here? Flame Warfare, multiple Flame Warfers there. Yeah, he needs to scale that trench, does scale the trench, and shoots on back before taking too much damage there. Please cast the 1v1 PE, let's see, PE match if possible. Yeah, I can do that one next. If I have any 1v1 PE, Panzer Elites.
One of our munitions depots.
It's, granted, I probably do have one. Usually it takes a 1v1 Brits are the least common replay I can get. US is probably the most common faction to play. Brits are probably the least common faction. At least one to upload. Oh, triple lieutenant.
Is under attack.
We got triple lieutenant here. That is incredibly rare in 1v1s.
Put those rifle grenades to use, lads.
Those were rifle grenades? I forget. Can you guys remind me? Lieutenant Aura does increase damage, not just accuracy, right? So that could make these pretty deadly if I remember correctly. Probably remember incorrectly. Oh, slit trench there. But rifle grenades, I don't... Splashes the Pioneer in the background. Can't say if that was a miss or a hit. I think it was both. But triple lieutenant is incredibly rare. And he has a bit of firing line there. Looks like he's just, well, he is British, playing British, so cue the British Grenadier song, firing lines. Though he's not in red at the moment, or the redcoats. Just needs now the Churchill to go along with it, because that's, well, not necessarily English, that's Scottish, mostly, partially. By the way, he probably just did the that order right there to get that firing line there.
We have a sector under attack.
And the fuel support truck has established himself on this fuel sector, providing 26 fuel per minute. With a captain on the build queue, he should have enough for a Stuart. And by the time that gets completed, he probably have enough for 2. Got a land mine there. Declaring that land as mine. Scope rifle squad falls back there. And now I do have a 251 half-track. A mobile suppression platform could be quite nice. And the flame half-track could be quite nice as well, but the game's going on and on and on. The chance for an anti-tank asset is very likely. It's probably a good idea not to go for the flame projectors.
German forces are trying to secure
Pioneers engaging the engineers. Landmine incomplete. Land Warfare Squad falls back. He may get wiped out here. Fresh Capitan now pulled in the field. The captain may just want to find himself in a sector he can sort of just help support and be defensive with. Landmine built there. I don't know if Red spotted it. There's a good chance he may have spotted it. Potential rifle grenades can be fired in this slit trench there. Howdy. And Hack Track is not garrisoned at the moment.
Send your message.
Sapper could probably eye for basic machine gun placement there, or just lock down this flank to make sure he's at least protected from one side. And Pioneer's taking a bit of damage. They're trying to lay down a landmine. They're probably not going to be successful. And these slit trenches could be used as bait for the double rifle grenade squad. It's generally a good idea to just scuttle them, but it could be a bait. So this British player just may be having fun. After all, he's going for triple lieutenant with rifle grenades. He must be baiting his opponent with this strategy. But it looks like the rifle grenades are largely out of range. Looks like they don't really have any... Oh, yeah, there's a visual model there. It's the actual rifle grenade itself. Do now have a 17-pound on the field, which honestly a Bofors would be more than adequate. Got a landmine there. Hopefully it goes... I want to see repair sappers. I like repair sappers as opposed to Piets, because overhealing everything is such a powerful ability. Scorpion Squad does fall back there, getting immolated.
Jerry's hitting one of our forward sectors.
Landmine has been spotted there by this minesweeper.
Victory countdown started.
17 pound is going to definitely be overkill for the 2 5-point half track. Landmine has been swept. He decides to pack up his truck. He does not have a pan truck here, but taking a bit of rifle grenade fire. Aim does fall back there. I think he's safe enough to redeploy and get that fuel income. Though he does have a decent amount of fuel right now, so repositioning it right now when he has opportunity for munitions probably not a bad idea. After all, you don't need too much fuel, extra fuel income to be successful. Let's see, he got 10 munitions sector. Oh, armor command truck should qualify either a 10 munitions sector. Then he has a choice of a 5 or some fuel, so it's probably best put on 5, and the armor command truck try to deploy right there. I'm assuming he get right there. So he decides to deploy on the fuel sector.
Section reporting.
Right now, the British player does have a double capture in favor. Might as well capture this sector up.
Oi, listen up, gents.
He does have the repair medics. Very nice. So he's overhealing the casualty clearing station, which is always sometimes pretty vulnerable. What do I mean boring? He's going for triple lieutenant. When do you ever see that? Half track here. He has swept that mine there. But of course, there's no truck over there. Hopefully we'll see a Cromwell. Command tank. Command tank's interesting at this moment because he doesn't need fireflies. Cromwell is overall, in my opinion, the best option. If he doesn't have Cromwell, so Kangaroo, that would be a better option than a command tank. He has 3 command points as well, so he could go for Churchills, but he already has the armor command truck, so it's probably better to just go for Cromwells. He has a decent amount of income still on the field, so a command tank boosted. There's a Cromwell. The wrong Cromwell being put on the field. He must have got mistaken by its fake barrel. And now the proper Cromwell is on the build queue now. Here are landmine detonations. Yeah, triple lieutenant is relatively rare in 1v1s. Let's see, the left tenant, the right tenant, and the middle tenant right there. Okay, that joke is pretty bad. Rocket grenades running a little bit far and close. He is getting some decent splash damage here. He doesn't really have a proper counter to that. Other than the 17-pounder who is firing away against flamethrower pioneers. Actually got direct hit there. Cromwell, or Command Cromwell, has a machine gun. He can like start firing way here. Hopefully, he has not overhealed the command tank. Hopefully, he does overheal the regular Cromwell really soon. Clan Warfare Squad gets its pack detonated. Scope Park Squad into this factory. Fabricate a barrels, so I guess it's a barrel factory. Stew find ways, so we got Blitzkrieg. The British player is not such a doctrine. He sees Stormtrooper, he sees a Stew, so he knows he's going to consume quite a bit of manpower now. Carmos could be very nice. Oh! Off artillery? No, that was a Stew shot. Same sound effect, same explosion effect, so I'll get those two mixed up. Hurl charge has been consumed. Lieutenant, everything's softening away as those hard retreating. He has plenty of anti-infantry, though triple lieutenant commandos could be quite nasty. Got direct hit there. He doesn't. Oh, got an engine crit there. Found the landmine. And that'll cover the retreat of the 5-1 half track.
A victory point is being overrun.
Not sure. I just don't want to see Royal Artillery. That's pretty much all I want to say when it comes to our doctrines. He could go for Royal Engineers for fortified emplacements. And hold down Cromwell's could be interesting, but probably not. Royal Commandos could be quite nice. I wonder how effective triple command, triple vet or starred commandos could be quite nice.
Alright, lads, let's see if we can break any juries. Return fire, damn it!
Another Cromwell on the build queue. Very nice. Cromwells would be more than adequate to deal with the Stew. He has decent munitions float, so any doctrine could be quite nice, whether it be ABRE, the Commando Artillery, of course all the various artillery abilities of the Royal Artillery. Oh, finds a landmine there. Takes a bit of time to spot it with a scope rifle.
COs have what they need to call in artillery.
And he's gone for Royal Artillery. I understand he wants to nuke the Pack 38s. That'd be a great way to hard counter Pack 38s with the Officer Artillery. Allows Cromwell's more free reign against the Stews. And looks like I clicked the invisible button to click the armor command truck. He is going for a Firefly now. A Firefly would be a great range counter to the Stew. And it would be a very good counter, especially with a command tank, to defeat the Tiger tank potentially. Finds a British landmine there. And looks like the captain does find a landmine. But 'tis just a scratch.
Brilliant, mate. Spot on.
Armor repaired and ready.
We're all set. Crew set.
Got double Stew on the field, so the Firefly is quite understandable. The overheal will allow them to draw some additional damage. Repair sector straightforward. Cromwells both are no longer overheal. Also, to the under Pack 38 does strike the command tanks well, so he's splitting his shots with the Pack 38. Not a good idea. That does get decrewed, and I think the gun will probably get the fully destroyed as well by the Officer Artillery. Does easily. I think it may have a landmine been detonated over here. Cromwell command tank advance way forward. Command tank has taken some damage. Other Cromwell is way up here. Stew may get overran and finished off. Command tank took a hit there, minor hit. Stew takes multiple bounces there. Now got a Firefly there. There goes the stew there. We got the Stormtroopers push forward. They have thrown some rounds. Does have a 17 pounder there, but he's going to lose that squad entirely at the current rate. Does. Drops a pan strike there. Heard that's a great weapon for officers to pick up. Colonels have plenty of health to push forward and engage this other stew. Command, or no, that's a regular tank. Does take a day shot there. And Pack 30 along the flank. Command bunker takes up fire there. He does knock out one of the Cromwells at Pack 38. Officer maybe push forward, try to get some all-star artillery here. Stew fires a shot in the Red Cromwell. Finds a landmine there. Looks like Lieutenant does explode to a landmine. Stew goes down. Officer artillery takes out the Pack 38. He has some missions to work with now. No sap on the build queue. Don't think he really needs it, but an extra repair sapper wouldn't be hurt. Vector do the opposite in form of healing. Minesweeper trying to lay down landmine. Flame Warfare advancing. British player has a 419 VPs versus 321. Firefly trying to take out this Pack 38. Promo just trying to back off, get some repairs. Pack 30 has been knocked out. No Stug in the field, which is probably not a good idea for all of these tanks. A Stug, regular Stug, probably a better option. Though can't see what tech level is at. He's probably just trying to save for the Tiger tank.
Speed governors have been upgraded on HQ trucks.
Speed governors. No Tiger tank. Not sure if he had enough command points to get out the assault grenade ability. Can't say exactly for sure. Stu has a veteran Super 1. He's also out of munitions. I think he's going for multiple pan strikes. His quadruple pioneer. Orange Coast push blade forward. Does take out, force back that Grenadier. Pan strike Grenadier over here could receive a hit there. The Iron Strike upgrade was over here. Does fall back there. Looks like a regular sapper picked up the pan strike. Maybe also repair a sapper. I see the welding packs are back, so I think it is a repair a sapper.
They're losing territory. We are losing territory.
I just realized something as well. They're carrying a welding pack in the back, but they also are carrying a welding pack in their hand. Does that mean they can dual wield welders? Pack 38 now deployed in the field. My apologies for the thunder outside. That was not in game. Got these Grenadiers now take a bit of fire. Now the Grenadiers are falling on back.
We're losing a sector.
Good shot there on the Firefly. Got a little bit of damage there. Grenadiers do fall back. Rear Pack 38 does fall back. Got a bit of damage there onto the Rifle Grenadier squad. Splashes this guy here. Has gone full battle phase now. I think it would have been better just stay at the assault phase and just get out a Stug or two. The Bound British armor does warrant a Stug or two. because the strobe life is pretty good. Half track still alive. Good shot and repair sappers, they do fall back. Oh, and got an on-map artillery piece. Does not take out the Stug or Stu. Yep, a 25 pounder. Main gun destroyed on the Stu. And this Carmel does go down to double Panther Strike. Still gets a main gun crated again. Firefly is taking some fire. There goes the Stu. Offshore to the running on in. Does hit one of these guys. He does use medical supplies, not wounded one. Trying to creep away from the barrage.
Deploy at your convenience.
This guy's one member. Deployed at the marksman. Yep, deployed at the marksman there. Solid opportunity. He took it. Took the shot. Literally. And now I got the Tiger Panzer available. We have actually one Tiger Panzer, but still got a Firefly on the field. And we still have the command tank as well, so he does have a decent, credible threat to the Tiger tank. Command Firefly will be closer to a hard counter at that point in time. Five command points. Can't say what doctrinal abilities he has gotten. Basically, because nothing's visible on the Roar artillery other than the Sexton or the Priest.
Germans are assaulting one of our victory points.
Sappers ready for orders.
Gas stopper, good to go, sir. CP ready for orders.
Come on now. You can't say that because he's winning.
Divisions are down to 200 points. We are losing a sector. I say.
Grenadiers trying to capture
Are
these
losing a
sectors
sector.
now.
Tell us what you want.
Plus, he's the one who's spamming out Grenadiers with just Panther Strikes. Talk about boring. No Stormtroopers with STGs. How boring. No Assault Grenades. How boring. Firefly gets some good pens there. 2 pens on the Firefly. Actually 3 on the Lieutenant. Give him +1 command point.
Standing by. Send over. Caps are ready when you want.
Good pen there. And there. Luke Captain took a pretty good hit there. He may get wiped out by the Tiger tank. Does send a miss there. He has a triple repair sapper there. Actually, no. This one appears to be unupgraded. I don't see any unique backpacks on them. Another firefighter deployed in the field. That should be very effective versus the Tiger tank.
We're all set. Good on you, mate. Field Firefly just came through. Capture complete.
3rd Battalion's just received access to self-propelled artillery vehicles.
A priest can now be ordained on the field, but the British player is actually a pop cap at the moment.
Capture complete. Ready
You can now bring in a priest, at least in population wise. Probably a good idea not to go for a priest at the moment. It would put him too high a population, I would say. Just of him being pop cap because this sector being decaptured is far too likely. And it looks like the Grenadier does fall back.
He's overrunning one of our sectors.
Does find a landmine there. Good pens there. Wolfram and Barrage raining on in. Couple pens there. Firefly's not advancing. Gets a good pen there. Target tank takes some damage there. Target tank does go down, giving the command tank Veteran C2. Firefly's against along the flank. Good all-star artillery there. Knocks in the Pack 38. And the shoes taking some damage there. Now speaking a language I can't understand.
A victory
What
point
the
is
fuck?
reached.
I don't understand live chat sometimes. I find the toxic behavior sometimes really unnecessary.
Reporting they've destroyed a German tank.
Grenadier's being captured, or trying to capture the VP, but looks like he has back the game as well. There's overall very good solid gameplay by the British player, going for Bromos and for Triple Lieutenant, which is not common, really. Either way, this is Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on to next replay.